Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Carlos Aviles, and today I am going to talk about Ecuador, the second worst country in English proficiency. I'm going to talk about three main points. In the first place, I'm going to talk about the reasons why Ecuador is considered the second worst country in English proficiency in the Hispanic countries. Then I'm going to make an analysis about the situation of Ecuador and the main reasons of that problem. And finally, in the third point, I'm going to talk about a proposal. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I'm going to talk about the previous data. Ecuador is the second worst country in English proficiency in Hispanic countries. Only a few points above Mexico. Mexico is the worst in Hispanic countries. Ecuador is graded with 440 points up to 1,000 by EPI, English Proficiency Index. With these 440 points is equivalent to A1. As a result of that, Ecuador stands of the 90 place of 112 participants country. There you can see we have a scale in here with a very high level in English, high, medium or intermediate, low and very low countries. And here we can see Ecuador in the place number 19. So we have a very low English. Now I'm going to talk about the internal data. Ecuador in the 90th place. Okay. Inside Ecuador, we could see the best graded cities are Cuenca with 485 points. Then we have Quito with 480 points, Guayaquil with 477 points. In the other side, we have the worst graded cities in Ecuador are Latacunga with 426 points and Riobamba with 351. Okay, let's see. What are the reasons for this problem? In the first place, the public system education in Ecuador has reduced the English classes per week to only 2 hours, being insufficient and the lowest in the region. And that is a big problem because I remember when I was at high school that I used to have 10 hours of English per week, 2 hours daily. And that's something really worrying. Okay. At the same time, the education budget has been reduced. For that reason, English has been the most harmed subject. As a result of this, public education has lower grades than private education with a big difference between them. Let's see some possible solutions for this. Number one, Ecuador should improve some technical and methodological training for ESL teachers. Number two, the schools and high schools in Ecuador should have at least 6 hours of English lessons per week. Okay, anyway, if you're a student and an English student, or you are a student in English right now, we have some recommendations for you. Number one, talk and think all the time you can in English. That is really important. Number two, record and listen to you. In that way, you could hear what you're saying in English and how you are pronouncing that. Number three, look at you in a mirror to practice speech. At the same time, you could see how you move or you pronounce the words in English. Number four, learn a new word every day. That is something really important because we are building our vocabulary in English. So you have to learn a new word, and that is a challenge. We could do it. Number 5, watch movies or videos in English. That is really important. In that case, in that way, you practice listening. Nowadays, there are a lot of platforms like Netflix and Disney Plus and others where you could set the language in English, but at the same time, you could set subtitles in English, and that's good. Number 6, listen to and sing songs in English. That is an attractive way to practice English. A lot of people like to sing, sorry. So that is a good activity to do. Number 7, don't translate word by word from English. That is something really, really important. And that is a common mistake in students of English. English is a language and you are trying to discover, you are trying to understand ideas. But if you translate word by word, you have to consider that English and Spanish are two different languages. So something, the same idea, could be expressed in a different way in Spanish than in English. And number 8, use the available apps for mobiles we have nowadays. There are a lot of apps for mobile phones or for cell phones like Duolingo and others where you can practice English. Some of them are free and others you have to pay for it. Okay, now I'm going to give my personal opinion and some recommendations for this problem. I consider that Ecuador is passing through a bad situation, and even worse with the coronavirus and the economic problems. But we have to look forward and try to improve solutions. And the problem is not the English language. We have to understand that. The problem is that there is no main objective to learn English. Students all the time are looking to the English language as an obstacle to get their goals and not as a tool to have better options in professional life. So you're studying, I don't know, maybe an engineer, and you said, oh, I got to take English classes. And that's my obstacle to become an engineer. You're studying architect for being an architect. And you said, but I have to approve 8 levels of English. And that's my obstacle. And we have to stop with that because English is like a big door you are going to open once you got. Okay, I continue. So first we have to change that thinking, that way of think, in order to look differently and to see English as a door to go further. We have to demand more and better English teachers and to increase the hours of English per week in every single school or high school. So those were my ideas. I hope I got a good point of view. I hope you like my presentation. So thank you and goodbye.